How to move on from a toxic relationship. Real advice that actually works. You tried. You compromised. You gave more chances than you should have. But it was never enough. What started with love turned into control, confusion, guilt, and emotional exhaustion. And now, you're left picking up the pieces. Toxic relationships aren't just painful, they're damaging. They leave invisible bruises. They can shatter self-worth, isolate you from support, and make you question your own reality. In this video, I'll walk you through real, powerful steps to move on from a toxic relationship. Mentally, emotionally, and practically. Whether it was romantic, a friendship, or even family, the strategies I'll share are grounded in authentic psychological advice, not cliches or vague platitudes. This might be the hardest chapter of your life, but it's also the beginning of your healing. Recognize what made it toxic. Toxic doesn't always look like screaming, hitting, or dramatic fights. Sometimes it's more subtle and more dangerous. It's the constant blame shifting, the guilt tripping, the emotional roller coaster that leaves you drained and confused. You start doubting your memory. You stop trusting your gut. You start feeling small, like you're always wrong. This is called emotional manipulation, and it's one of the most common signs of toxic relationship. Other signs include walking on eggshells to avoid conflict, apologizing for things that weren't your fault, feeling isolated from friends and family, having your feelings dismissed or minimized, being love-bombed, then ignored or punished. The first step to moving on is naming what you experienced. You can't heal what you're still denying. Real-life tip: get a notebook or digital journal. Write down what made you feel unsafe or unloved, patterns of manipulation or control, moments when you felt most alone. This isn't to dwell, it's to understand. Set strong boundaries. This part is tough, but crucial. If you're trying to heal, you cannot stay emotionally entangled with the person who hurt you. That means no texting just to check in. No stalking their social media. No casual hookups just to feel something. Your brain is addicted to the emotional highs and lows. It's like a drug. And just like addiction, you need distance to detox. If going full no contact isn't possible, like in the case of co-parenting or working together, set airtight boundaries. Only communicate in writing. No emotional conversations. Keep interactions short, factual, and focused. Every time you re-engage emotionally, you're opening a wound that's tried to close. Real-life tip: block or mute their number and social media. Tell a trusted friend to hold you accountable. Use a notepad app to write down what you wish you could say, and then don't send it. Allow yourself to grieve. Let me say this clearly. You're allowed to miss them, even if they hurt you. Love doesn't vanish just because someone was bad for you. What you're grieving is not just the person, it's the memories, the plans, the identity you had in that relationship. You're grieving the fantasy of what it could have been. But grief is a process. Let yourself cry. Be angry. Feel empty. That's normal. Don't rush your healing. Don't force yourself to be over it in a week. You're not weak for hurting. You're strong for surviving. Real life tip: write a goodbye letter you'll never send. Say everything you wish you could, then safely burn it, rip it up, or bury it. This symbolic act tells your subconscious it's really over. Rebuild your sense of self. Toxic relationships often cause you to lose touch with who you are. You shrink. You silence yourself. You forget what made you you. Now's your time to reconnect with the version of yourself that existed before the relationship and create an even stronger version. Ask yourself, what hobbies did I abandon? What goals did I put on hold? What kind of people make me feel safe and seen? Rebuilding doesn't happen overnight, but every time you choose you, you're reclaiming your identity. Real life tip. Make a list of 3 things you enjoyed before the relationship. Start doing one this week. Try therapy, journaling, dancing, hiking, anything that reminds you of your power. Seek professional support. Healing from a toxic relationship is hard. Doing it alone is harder. Therapists are trained to help untangle the confusion, the guilt, and the trauma that come with emotional abuse. There's no shame in asking for help. In fact, it's one of the bravest things you can do. If therapy isn't accessible right now, look for free online support groups, trauma-informed podcasts or YouTube channels, mental health communities like 7 Cups, Reddit, or Facebook groups. Real life tip. Schedule one therapy session, even if it's online. Sometimes one talk can change everything. Protect your future with new boundaries. Healing isn't just about leaving toxicity. It's about never welcoming it again. The best way to protect your future relationships is to develop healthy boundaries. Boundaries are not walls, they're filters. They help you keep in love, trust, and respect, and keep out control, shame, and chaos. You deserve relationships where you don't have to earn peace. Peace should be the default. Real life tip. Practice saying no without apology in small, everyday situations. The more you do, the stronger your self-trust becomes. Leaving a toxic relationship is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your real life. The truth is, healing is hard, lonely, and sometimes messy. But it is also empowering, freeing, and transformative. You're not broken, you're becoming. You're not lost, you're coming home to yourself. Every day you choose peace over pain, you win. Every time you set a boundary, you grow. And every moment you put yourself first, you're rewriting your story. You got this. And if you need a reminder, you're not alone. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on healing, mental wellness, and personal growth. Drop a comment if you've been through something similar. I'd love to hear your story. You never know who it might help.